And I have just been having the nicest time talking to Rick Ferrante. Hello, Rick. How are you doing?
Good. How are you this afternoon?
Rick has a very cool title. He is the SCV chair of the Alzheimer's Walk. Did I get it correct?
Sort of.
Sort of? What did I miss?
The chair of the Santa Clarita Valley Walk to End Alzheimer's.
Okay.
It's just a
That's
little
even
bit.
a longer.
Sort of
That's
backward.
even that much longer than what I gave you.
It all works the
How
same way.
does that fit on a name tag? That's tough.
They don't give me name tags.
Welcome, Rick. I'm so glad to have you here today to talk about what's happening on Saturday. We have been gearing up for this walk for a very long time, and I remember talking. It might have been even to you several months ago, and it seemed so far in the future. Mm-hmm. We said October, and we said, well, we'll start getting the wheels turning, and here's October, and the walk is on Saturday at Bridgeport Park.
Right. You know, we've been talking about it for a year now, and in fact, KHTS has been really supportive and very, behind this and all throughout the year. And there's just a ton of individuals, and I'd love to be able to name all of them. Everybody will get bored of it, but it's all local folks. These are just local people that are part of the committees that have, gone out, worked on sponsorship and volunteers and logistics and all these things. All these people have put a lot of work into this. But really, here's the bottom line is, this is our chance. This is Santa Clarita Valley's Walk. Okay, so this is the National Association. This is the Alzheimer's Association, a national organization. But this is our walk. This is Santa Clarita's, and that's who's hosting, putting it on. They have 600 of these throughout the country, and this one's ours. And this is our chance to be able to support the cause, the mission. Mm-hmm. And there's two parts to that. One is all the programs and services that the Alzheimer's Association provide. And I'll just rattling off a couple. There's the hotline, the with clinicians and social folks that provide information for people. There's support groups. And in this valley, just to give you an idea, in this valley, for many years, there was one support group out here for caregivers who are family caregivers for Alzheimer's, people who are affected with Alzheimer's. There's now 5 just in this last year. Mm-hmm. We have a speaking series, we have education, we have a resource library. There's a lot of different things that have come to play, and that's what this money's for. That is part of what this is for. So there is, concrete things that reasons for fundraising. This isn't just kind of going off into the clouds. Mm-hmm. And you don't know really where into this black hole or where this money goes. No, it's supporting people, yes, nationally, but here locally. And there's a lot going on and a lot happening. And then the second one is to fund research. Now, there aren't, huge research institutions in Santa Clarita to do this. And part of their job, the Alzheimer's Association's job, is to vet and make sure that those research organizations are doing what they need to do to be able to fund a cure. So they have been granting, and the numbers, it was $350 million to 2,300 different research studies. And 80 of those are here in Southern California into institutions like UCLA, USC, that kind of thing.
Huge. Mm-hmm.
Here's the deal, right? If continue this research, and then we don't have to have a walk. We don't have to have the support. We don't have to have any of these things, because they'll hopefully someday we can find a cure.
Is there any, this may be a silly question, but you know what? I'm going to ask it anyway, Rick. Is there any glimmer of hope? Like, are we have we heard anything getting close? Are we getting towards something?
It's a tough question, but let me answer it with 2 ways. Okay. Do not, it's a serious thing. We can't seriously say, yes, we've got, here it is. I'm predicting in, a year, 2 years, 10 years, whatever it is, that there is going to be a cure. The answer is no. But the other part of your question is there hope? And the answer is absolutely, unequivocally, yes. I get, as part of all this and doing this, I get these emails. Every day I get emails about different studies and different results and different things like this. It could be around the corner. It could be 30 years from now. That's why we still need the support, and we need all those programs, right?
We got to keep going.
But I'm telling you, there is a lot of really smart people and a lot of money and a lot of research and things that are going into this that, yes, there is hope. So what we don't want is false hope. Gosh, there's something right around the corner. Go run out and get this drug and you can cure it. No, there is no cure. It is not. It is the only disease in this country in the top 10 that cannot be prevented, cured, or even slowed. Think about that. Of the top 10 diseases in this country, the only one that can't be anything, cured, prevented, or slowed.
It's almost out of our control, basically.
Right. And, then all of a sudden you get really, it hits your heart like, okay, now, there's no hope. But no. With this kind of effort and with this kind of fundraising, there is definitely hope. It's just, I can't give you false hope to say it's, right there, I can grab it, but absolutely things are getting there. And there's so much research. And one of the missions of the Alzheimer's Association also is what we call advocacy. And that is working with elected officials. And it's kind of like lobbying effectively, but it's having an effect. $350 million budget increase for the fiscal year 2016 in the federal budget. It's the largest ever for Alzheimer's research. So a lot of this is being leveraged into public dollars.
Absolutely.
Right? So it's private grants as well as public dollars and trying to leverage all this together. It really is exciting. Some of these things are crazy. I'm not a researcher. I'm not a doctor, but there is a lot of hope. And it is exciting to be a part of this and to be a part of, the fundraising and the services and things like that. So it's that twofold. Research to find a cure. And let's help the people that are dealing with it today before that cure happens.
Let's talk about the people who are dealing. I know that it's affected me personally. My dad had it, and world was turned upside down. And he went from the jolliest, happy guy ever. He was still happy and jolly, but he had absolutely no idea who he was, who I was, but he didn't know his past. He didn't know. I mean, it just his world was turned upside down, and the family, we were turned upside down, and you're kind of hit with this in the face, and you kind of don't know where to turn. What you're talking about, the support groups that we have here in the Santa Clarita Valley, you said we have 5 now. That's amazing. That wasn't around when I needed, this was several years ago. I didn't have that. We now have that. Let's support that. So how do we support that? In addition to the research, of course, we need to keep going. How do we support that? Come out on Saturday.
Come out on Saturday.
It's at Bridgeport Park. It starts now. I have 9:30, but the walk starts at 10.
I'll give you the layout. So it's over at Bridgeport Park, right next to Bridgeport Elementary School in the park there, and then it's a walk. And trust me, this isn't like this 10-mile thing, right? It's a mile and a half. We call it a stroll.
It's a nice listen.
It's a nice little walk. It's going to be fun,
and it's good for you too.
And
Come on,
Come on, yeah. Get off the couch and get out there. The registration starts at 7:30
Gotcha.
a.m. Okay, and then from 7:30 to 9:30 is all that registration period. There will be entertainment there. They're really cool entertainment. Stern Entertainment is coming out and bringing their kids, and there's going to be fun. It's going to be really neat. A couple of surprises. There will be ceremonies, that kind of thing. But a lot of it's just as people are getting registered and things like that from 7:30 to 9:30. 9:30 to 10 is the opening ceremonies. So it's just a half an hour. There'll be the Promise Flower ceremony. It's really poignant and really neat. Kind of feeling that the whole thing and trying to bring this community together to support those people that are dealing with this disease.
Absolutely.
And then at 10 o'clock is the gun to go off for the walk. And, everybody gets together and we go out and do the walk. There will be vendors out there. All the exhibitors that are supporting, many different companies that have supported the walk. There'll be the Alzheimer's Association itself out there with information, support materials, flyers and things like that, so that there's information about those resources. Coffee, food, that kind of thing.
Bottom line here is it's going to be a major fun day, and it's such a great cause. I know so many people affected by this. I know so many, way too many. So
it's hard to find somebody that hasn't been touched, right?
Yeah. Exactly. So get on out there. It's at Bridgeport Park. Get out there Saturday morning. It's not a hard walk. Show up. Let's show support. Of course, if you can't, I think we take money.
Yeah, absolutely.
Donations,
absolutely.
Always welcome.
If you go to the Alzheimer's Association website, alz.org, and then find the Santa Clarita Walk, you can donate. You can come to the walk. And a lot of people, what we've done for the walk, there's teams and all this kind of stuff. And yeah, that's stuff that we've built up, and you can still sign up for a team. But you don't necessarily have to come on out. Just come on out. And,
on out.
I mean, if you can donate $1, that's one more dollar that goes to this.
You betcha.
And we would absolutely love to have you come out there and support the people like your father. We're immersed in this. And these people, too many of them don't realize that there's others out there that are doing this, and we got your back. Let's get their back.
Absolutely. For more information, just go online to alz.org. Now, is there a /SCV?
Yeah, so you're looking for the Santa Clarita Valley Walk. Remember, that's the national website, and so you're looking for the Santa Clarita Valley Walk as opposed to any of the other ones out there.
Exactly.
But yeah, it's just at Bridgeport. Just come on down.
Come on down
to Bridgeport and just let's hang out.
Absolutely. Rick, thank you so much, and we'll see you Saturday.
Thanks for having me.